Welcome back to Jersey Matters. As we mentioned earlier, Election Day in New Jersey is less than 10 days away. But there is something new this year: early in-person voting. In fact, polls are open right now. So Jersey Matters' Kimberly Kravitz traveled across the state to find out how people are planning to cast their ballots. Kimberly.
With early voting, mail-in ballots, and your traditional in-person voting, New Jerseyans have more ways and days to cast their ballot this year for the upcoming November 2nd election.
Brand new this year, never before occurred in New Jersey. It has occurred in other states, early voting.
So how do New Jerseyans plan on casting their vote this election day?
Yes, I definitely plan to go out on election day. I do see the prudence and the urgency behind mail-in ballots. Nothing against the mail-in ballot process. Me personally, it's just an in-person thing for me.
I have mailed my ballot already.
Well, it's easy because it fits my schedule. I just fill it out and I just mail it in, and so it's just easy.
I go in and I vote in person.
Is it like a generational thing? Some people like to just, go in and do it, or then some people...
Yeah, I feel like I live super close to my voting spot, so it's super easy. I just quickly walk in. There's no lines mostly because most people are mailing it in, so it's quick. Yeah.
This year, for the very first time, voters will have the option to vote as early as 9 days out in New Jersey.
And so we want to emphasize to all voters that starting Saturday, October 23rd through Halloween, October 31st, in any county in the state of New Jersey, you can vote in person on a machine. Hours are 10 in the morning till 8 at night, 10 to 6 on Sunday. And electronic poll books. No more paper bound books. You'll sign in on a pad like you would doing a credit card transaction. So new equipment, another option to vote.
The two candidates for governor are running on completely different issues. So what is motivating voters for this election year?
Absolutely. Taxes lowered. That's the big issue, is taxes. Our taxes are too high. So, and I'd like to see them go down.
Sure thing. And every vote counts, so.
Yep, and hopefully mine will count too.
Are there issues that you care about? What's motivating you?
I'd like to see some issues addressed regarding different coronavirus long hauler assistance, things of that nature. I know that it's an evolving epidemic, but I also know that a lot of people are suffering from months-long durations of symptoms, so I'd like to see a little bit more funding and advocacy toward that.
Generally speaking, a liberal agenda, which I think we're sort of on. So not so much change at this point.
What's motivating you to go out and vote this year? What would you like to see for New Jersey?
I'd like to keep New Jersey the way it's going right now. I mean, I do like our governor, and so, and I want to make sure he stays.
So will voters be asked to mask up at the polls?
The governor just issued a order on this, and poll workers will be wearing masks, but voters do not need to. It's optional to them. Obviously, people have been vaccinated this year. We had no vaccination last year at all.
And of course, voters are welcome to cast their ballots in person at their assigned polling place on November 2nd. The polls will be open from 6 a.m. through 8 p.m. Reporting for Jersey Matters, I'm Kimberly Kravitz.
All right, thank you, Kimberly. My commentary is next.